A pistol shrimp is almost blind. A goby fish has good eyes but no safe home. Alone, each one has a big problem. Together, they build one of the strangest teams in the sea. The shrimp digs a deep house in the sand. The goby stands at the door and watches for danger. The shrimp keeps one long feeler touching the fish. If the goby sees a hungry fish coming, it flicks its tail. The shrimp feels the signal and runs into the hole. Then the goby follows. One animal builds the house, the other animal becomes the eyes. This is the strange partnership between goby fish and pistol shrimp. They are not family, they are not the same kind of animal. One is a fish, one is a small sea shrimp. But they live together because each gives the other something it cannot get alone. So how do they find each other? How can a nearly blind shrimp trust a fish? And why is the shrimp called a pistol shrimp in the first place? First, look at the shrimp. A pistol shrimp is small. It has long feelers and 2 claws. One claw is much bigger, like a small gun. The shrimp can shut this claw very fast. When it snaps shut, it shoots a strong jet of water. The fast water makes a tiny bubble. The bubble pops with a loud snap underwater. The snap can scare small animals or stun very small prey. But even with this powerful claw, the shrimp has a hard life. Its eyes do not see well. On open sand, a bigger fish can see it coming, but the shrimp may not see the fish. It needs a safe place to hide. So the shrimp digs. Using its legs and claws, it moves sand, small rocks and bits of shell. It makes a tunnel under the seafloor. The shrimp carries sand out near the entrance and goes back for more. The tunnel protects the shrimp from fish above. At night, some shrimp close the door with rocks or shell bits. But the shrimp has a problem. It must leave the hole to dig, clean and find food. Outside the tunnel, it cannot see danger well. That is where the goby fish comes in. A goby is a small fish with sharp eyes. It can see a hungry fish moving across the sand. It can see danger from far away. But a goby is also small. It cannot build a deep hole. It has no claws for digging. Out in the open, it needs a place to escape. The shrimp's tunnel is perfect for the goby. So the fish moves in. The 2 animals have a fair deal. The shrimp gets eyes, the goby gets a house. When the shrimp comes out to work, it usually keeps one feeler touching the goby. The goby may sit at the tunnel door. Its tail stays close to the shrimp's feeler. The shrimp cannot see well, but it can feel tiny moves. The goby does not need to make a sound, it can send a message with its body. If everything is safe, the goby stays calm. The shrimp keeps digging. If the goby sees something strange, it may make a small tail move. The shrimp feels it and becomes careful. If a big predator comes close, the goby makes a stronger tail flick or darts straight into the tunnel. The shrimp feels the sudden move and rushes inside too. In a moment, both animals are safe underground. This is a deal that helps both sides. The shrimp gives the goby a home. The goby warns the shrimp before danger arrives. The shrimp may keep its feeler on the goby almost all the time outside. It is like holding hands with someone who can see. One tail flick can mean be careful. A fast move into the hole can mean run now. Imagine you had to walk outside with your eyes closed. Your friend could see. You hold their hand. If they squeeze once, you slow down. If they pull your hand hard, you run into a safe room together. That is close to what the goby and shrimp do every day. When the shrimp digs, it stirs up small worms and animals. The goby can catch some for food. The goby pays rent with its eyes. The shrimp has one more helpful tool. Its snapping claw is not only for prey. If a small animal comes too close to the tunnel, the shrimp can snap. The sound and water burst may warn the animal away. So the shrimp is not helpless. It has a strong weapon. But a weapon is not the same as good eyesight. That is why the goby matters so much. The shrimp can fight when danger is close. The goby helps it avoid danger before it gets close. Outside, the shrimp's poor eyes cannot tell a shadow from danger. But it can feel the goby move. Their small moves become a shared language. The goby sits in the open while the shrimp works, but never far from the door. If danger comes, it shoots into the tunnel. The shrimp feels it and follows. The tunnel is a place to sleep, hide, work, and eat. This partnership works best in sandy places near coral reefs. The sand is soft enough for the shrimp to dig. The water has small food for the goby. But there are also many predators. A small fish alone may be eaten. A small shrimp alone may be eaten. Together, they have a better chance. There are many kinds of gobies and many kinds of pistol shrimp. Not every goby lives with a shrimp. Not every shrimp needs a goby. More than 100 kinds of goby make this kind of team with shrimp. Some pairs have more than one goby or shrimp. But the main idea stays the same. The shrimp digs. The fish watches. At night, the pair often stays inside. The shrimp may block the door with rocks, shell bits, or coral pieces. This makes the hole harder for a hungry animal to enter. The goby rests in the safe space. The shrimp rests too. When morning comes, the building and watching begin again. The partnership is not always easy. Sand can fall into the tunnel. Strong water can damage the entrance. A predator may dig near the hole. The shrimp must keep fixing the home. The goby must keep watching. If either one stops doing its job, both become less safe. This is why their teamwork is so strong. The goby cannot easily make its own deep house. The shrimp cannot easily see predators. Each animal has a problem the other animal can solve. Nature is full of animals that compete for food and space. But sometimes the best way to survive is not to fight. Sometimes the best way is to work with someone different. The goby and pistol shrimp show this in a very clear way. One is a builder. One is a guard. One works with sand and stones. One watches the open water. One uses a giant snapping claw. One uses sharp eyes and a fast tail signal. Neither animal is fully safe alone. But together they make a home, an alarm system, and a food search team. So why do goby fish and pistol shrimp live together? Because the ocean is dangerous when you are small. The shrimp needs eyes. The goby needs a tunnel. The shrimp brings building skill. The goby brings sight and warning signals. Under the sand, they share one small home. At the entrance, the goby watches the blue water. Behind it, the shrimp pushes sand from the tunnel. One long feeler rests against the goby's tail. A shadow moves over the seafloor. The goby flicks its tail. The shrimp feels the message. In one fast move, both disappear into the sand, safe because neither one had to face the ocean alone.